Sand channels are the most effective means of draining golf greens, fairways, and sports fields in order to preserve the sport's turf. Top dressing sand is designed by the USGA specifically to retain 6% moisture, which means that typical USGA sand is 94% dry. This allows the sand to effectively retain moisture evenly in the turf. Sand channels, however, need 100% dry USGA sand which flows through the 9-inch deep and 1-inch wide sand channels. The 6% moisture difference is most evident in how the wet sand and the 100% dry sand flows through your fingers. The 94% dry sand remains in your hand due to the sand's strong capillary attraction. Standard USGA sand is readily available with about 40 locations in California alone. However, 100% dry sand is expensive and difficult to attain with only about 5 locations in California. A typical sand channeling job requires 75 tons of 100% dry USGA top dressing sand per day. Our sand channel dryer produces 15 tons of 100% dry sand per hour. With our sand channel dryer, you can create 100% dry sand at any location. Our sand channel dryer is portable, safe, convenient, reliable, and best of all, cost-effective, using locally available sand at any location. The most critical feature of our sand dryer is that it is mobile and is easily transported by an F550 truck. Propane is the energy source that we use to dry the sand, which is readily available all over the country. We typically use about 1 gallon of propane for every ton of sand that we burn. The propane is fed to our sand dryer through this hose. The sand dryer is connected to the pickup truck with a gooseneck, making it a very safe and effective means of transporting the sand dryer. On the front of the gooseneck is the 100-gallon diesel tank which runs the motor that runs the 3 hydraulic pumps which control the sand dryer. These 2 gauges show you that the right amount of pressure is being used. The trailer has 2 sets of adjustable landing gears which allow you to adjust the dryer to any sloped incline. The sand is dropped into the front hopper with our front end loader. The speed of the conveyor belt is controlled by a hydraulic valve. This control is critical because you want to put as much sand into the dryer as possible while getting 100% dry sand out the back. We need a good-sized hydraulic tank to make sure our hydraulic fluid does not overheat. The sand dryer rests on 2 very heavy collars that ride on 4 wheels, 2 at the front and 2 at the rear. The drum spins by a large gear, which is driven by a second gear attached to a transmission box driven by hydraulics. This is the speed control for rotating the drum. A 5-gallon propane tank and a wand is used to light the sand drying burners. Inside the drum you can see the pieces of L-metal that lift the sand up to 12 o'clock and drop the sand in front of the burners as the drum spins. And finally, an 8-inch pipe at the top rear of the drum hydraulically sucks the air through the entire drum, creating an optimal and more efficient sand drying process.